Alright, so welcome back to more Silicon Dreams. I do apologise for kind of disappearing for a few days. Unintended, but I've recently taken on a fairly big undertaking, and I've just been working on that literally every day for a very long time. It's been fun though, and a learning experience. So what is this? I can't remember if I looked at this or not, did I? Oh, I didn't. What the hell is this? Bernard Hughes. Oh! Wait. Bernard Hughes manufactured in 2019, so that's when he was born. He's a human. We suspect Dr. Bernard Hughes of providing illegal modifications to androids. This is supported by the fact that a rogue device dubbed Shakira Barber is a known associate of Dr. Hughes. It is him. Okay. For more information regarding rental, maintenance and modifications of Kronos products, consult the Kronos Service Android's end-user rental agreement. This document will be emailed to you. You are authorized to physically restrain the subject if he threatens to escape, or to instill fear in pursuit of a confession. The subject's family is a potential weak point. Oh god. Please consult the briefcase delivered to your workstation for further instructions. Did the subject perform illegal android modifications? Modifications, says Dr. Hughes, provided to Kronos androids. Identify any persons or androids working to subvert Kronos. Subject currently experiencing a period of emotional distress. Which family member does the subject have the closest bond? Oh. Subject is currently experiencing a period of financial distress. Committed a crime. Display tendencies associated with hysteria, narcissism, delusions, psychosis, depression, or other mental disorders. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, lock him up. Beat him up. What on earth? Okay, I want to have a look at these. Oh, okay, what the hell is this? So the contents of this file are beholden to regulations and guidelines as found in the Kronos Robotics Articles of Confidentiality. Section... okay, whatever. Confidentiality Protocol Beta Classification. Transmission, storage, reproduction, or divulgence of the contents contained within in any form, digital or otherwise, is expressly forbidden. Suspicion of non-compliance and verifiable non-compliance will be processed according to the established protocols as outlined in the Kronos Deviants Policy Manual. The briefcase provided will automatically destroy all documents. At the conclusion of this interrogation, all documents must be returned to the briefcase before this time. Failure to comply will constitute verifiable non-compliance. Oh, okay. What the hell is this? Okay. Is that all there is? Okay. I guess I could read it. So Kronos Robotics Legal Division is hereby pursuing criminal charges against the defendant on the suspicion of a willful and blatant breach of the Kronos Robotics maintenance technician contract assigned by the defendant on February 3rd, 2062. In an effort to prosecute the defendant to the full extent of the law and defend someone or something, Kronos Robotics Interrogation Division is granted limited legal jurisdiction by the state of Silicon Valley and is authorized to conduct independent interrogations in matters regarding its contracts and theft of company assets, as guaranteed by the United States Articles of Corporate Protection. Signing attorney verifies that the non-consenting plaintiff has been interrogated in accordance with the United States Articles of Corporate Protection. Breach of contract, Kronos Robotics rental agreement. Okay. So the assets and profits of the plaintiff, Kronos Robotics Legal Division, thus requests information regarding the following as it relates to the defendant. So status of relationships to immediate family, past or present emotional trauma, financial difficulty, outstanding debt, unprosecuted criminal activity, criminal record, history of mental illness, psychological trauma. In accordance with the legal jurisdiction bestowed upon Kronos Robotics Incorporated, policy dictates that the defendant be remanded to the Kronos Robotics Legal Division upon completion of your preliminary interrogation. To ensure the safety of the defendant, security technicians representing the Kronos Robotics legal team will escort the defendant to an undisclosed location where further interrogation and cross-examination will be conducted. The Silicon Valley State Surgeon General defines psychological trauma as any past experience, real or imagined, which may result in behavior considered irrational, antisocial, or otherwise socially unacceptable by any individual of sound mind. Experiences which are present exclusively in the mind of the patient. In accordance with the precedent established by the United States Articles of Corporate Protection, we are permitted to forego receiving the defendant's consent prior to interrogation. At our discretion regarding the informed consent of the defendant, we, Kronos Robotics Legal Division, choose to withhold our recommendation relinquishing this decision to the discretion of and judgment of the interrogator, in their pursuit of information supporting the aforementioned inquiries and/or confessions. In compliance with the regulations governing the exercise of interrogations performed under the protection of the United States Articles of Corporate Protection, the undersigned hereby confirms that parties involved in the interrogation of the defendant have been informed of and accept instruction expressly forbidding threats of harm or physical violence against defendant's family, friends, acquaintances, or belongings. Oh. It's expressly forbidden. Oh no, okay, so... Great, I'm getting two separate things here. I'm being told to use any potential weak point by Kronos. However, in that, it says to not threaten the family. So Kronos has instructed me to gather information that could be used in a smear campaign to destroy Dr. Hughes' reputation. Additionally, Kronos has recommended that I strongly pursue questions associated with the subject's family. They insist that no threats are to be made. Ah, crap. Okay. Let's go! Oh, there we go. I could just say this won't take long. Thank you for joining me, Dr. Hughes. This won't take long. My pleasure. As far as I'm concerned, you can take as long as you need. I bill by the hour, after all. Oh, so what's this? Dr. Hughes believes that he's here as a consultant. This may make him more talkative. Billing? Ah, your consultation fee. Of course, Doctor. So how can I help you? Do you have some concept meshes prepared? Even better would be a matrix scaffold, but I doubt you're that far yet. Huh. Holy crap. Destroy his reputation. Alright, so I need to gather a smear campaign. Okay, I'm not going to say anything about that yet. Work. How was your practice? Is business good? Let me be real. Things are bad. The competition's so stiff from bots, they can work 20 hours a day and their costs are next to nothing. Between this and my son's issues, I'll be bankrupt this time next year. Oh. Do you worry about your financial future? Sometimes, but doesn't everyone. I need to... Okay, he needs to trust me. Okay. How many individuals do you employ? I tried to stay ahead of it, the bot overhaul. I took your damn certification course. I thought the money was in fixing the bots. Everyone else knew better. The real money is in owning them, and letting them do your work for you. By the time I realized what had to be done, the chance was gone. So what kids I left at in high school have their own fleet of bots, my entire staff is just myself, 2 nurses and a part-time assistant. Of your staff, which are human and which are androids? They're all human. I can't even afford to upgrade the bots, but I have to stay open somehow. Tried using a bot as a secretary for a while, but it just didn't work out. Am I able to do this? I guess. I understand your work is very highly regarded. Thanks. Of course, talent speaks for itself. You seem like someone who appreciates good work, am I right? Well, if it helps me move up in the rankings, let me just tell you this. I've been trying out some big ideas with androids that I think your boss would be very excited to see. Let's just say it involves some experimental memory software hacks. Oh. Cronus service androids and user rental agreement. Please check email to retrieve documents. Any modifications, alterations to Cronus products is expressly prohibited unless in such case as the responsible party is an officially licensed Cronus robotics technician. Licensed technicians are permitted to make aesthetic changes to androids, face sculpting, tweak software parameters, calibrate shyness, update software with approved packages. Technicians may not install unapproved packages, install hardware of any kind. Any android requiring hardware maintenance must be sent to a local maintenance outlet. So what did he mention? Experimental memory software hacks. So that would be prohibited. I don't know about the extent. We know it's software. I'm assuming that would be software. He's not well, we don't know about that yet. We know about this. Business is failing. Things are bad. Tell me about a difficult procedure you overcame recently. Now let me think. There was this one bot last week. Her owner wanted her to look like Marilyn Monroe of all things. It had to be an exact match. I spent days gathering photographs, creating 3D holograms of her face. The procedure took 6 hours. Honestly, it was more sculpture than surgery. I'm not even sure the client appreciates what kind of skill that took. I should make a lecture out of it or something. A documentary, maybe. So... it's definitely aesthetic and software, as we know at the moment. I have to run a tight ship. My competition kept getting cheaper and faster, and doesn't matter, my practice is myself, 2 nurses and a part-time assistant. Oh, there. They're all human. Okay, so... still can't do that. You worry about your financial future, sometimes, but doesn't everyone? Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's just talk about some other stuff. Family! Tell me about your family, Dr. Hughes. My family? Do you want to know about my family for? I expected to realize by now that Kronos is a family. Ooh. This is simply standard intake protocol, Doctor. I shouldn't say, but this is going quite well for you. No. I'd expect you to realize by now that Kronos is a family. Okay, spare me the corporate bullshit. Insurance, obviously. You want to know how much my family will cost you. No, don't worry, the Hughes are a healthy stock. My wife, daughter, and sons are all in the best of health. Okay, there we go. How did you meet your wife? So Xenia was raised spiritual. Her parents lived out in the woods. A lot of people fucked out of the cities after that shit in 22. That's actually how we met. My car ran out of gas in the forest and I had no shelter as the rain came down and the sunset. And then she was there. I'll never forget that moment. My parents insisted I stay with them for the night. Their life out there was like a different world. It wasn't like me to go all gooey, but I fell in love with her right there and then. Not then and there. How's the relationship with your wife? Honestly, I don't know these days. You know how it goes, it's love at first sight, then... we're from different worlds, we fight a lot. Tyler's problems don't help. You know what's weird? The only thing we agree on is who's gonna fetch the benzos from the pharmacy. Tell me about your sons. Nash and Tyler are twins. Xenia wanted to call them Sun and Moon. In the end, I was able to talk her into choosing different names, but she demanded they be the boys' middle names. They're so different it's hard to believe that they're genetically identical. Bloody hell. Tell me more about Tyler. The truth is, he's a rebel. He just sits at home watching holo streams, then goes out in the evening to make trouble. Last year he almost got arrested for vandalism. I cashed a check to make that go away fast. And just last week we got a huge bill for gambling debts. I mean, Jesus. What am I supposed to do about a kid like that? Tell me more about Nash. He's all about the outdoors. Bouldering, kayaking. We're a lot alike in that way. Your daughter. Brooklyn's a good kid. going to college next year. She's had her share of struggles. High school can be tough on a trans kid. We've tried to support her as best we can. The Hughes clan sticks together even if we did get her gender a little off for the first 10 years. I love that kid. So proud of her. Alright, so we learned a fair bit. Ooh. Oh god, I can't tell you who I am. What is this? When you release that bastard you're interrogating, don't send him to the main entrance. It's not safe for him. Send him to storage exit 6B. It's a back door. We'll be waiting to take him to a safe house. If you try and trace me, I will know. An ally. My ass. Everything that's involved Shakira has resulted in not good things. Like when we was interrogating her, we got the message that says you don't know who I am. And now we're getting another one. Probably from the same person. So it destroys reputation. Whoa. Holy crap. Do you have any references? Private or government contacts who could speak to your skills? Hey, no need to play hardball. We both know I'm a great fit. I'll play along. Though I usually steer clear of stuff like that. I prefer to let my work speak for itself. But I've done some contract work for some kind of charity. I assembled a small portfolio of their records. I can send it your way. Do not forget to include the contact details of your reference from the department. I never met with anyone personally, only a department email address. I'll send it your way. There we go. I'm happy to keep answering your questions, but I think it's time to talk about my salary here. I don't believe now is the time, Doctor. I still have questions for you, and you're doing so well. Sure, of course. It's just, well, my practice has been in a rough spot for a little while now, and I was hoping... You know what? Never mind. What the hell was I talking about? There we go. Ooh, could you provide some examples of your experience with Android upgrades and maintenance? I certainly think my work on humans count towards my demonstrating my skills. It's all basically the same anyway, a little skin pulling here, a little implant there. I actually prefer working with androids now because there's no mess, no blood. It's the memory work that's the best though. Tell me more, what operations have you performed on androids? Wow, I'm flattered by all the attention. You really can't get enough of my work, can you? I completely understand. At times I even impress myself. I can do it all. Facial reconstruction, repairs, full limb replacements. There was even this guy who smashed his bot up so good it needed a new memory unit. Not to mention that weird software hack I used to fudge the install. Can you imagine getting so mad about getting laid off that you smash your own stuff? Well, like 2 peas in a pod. Never thought I'd say that about a bot either. Now he trusts me. So I'm wondering. I don't know why I'm telling you this, it's like I can trust you, but... all the time. And my family keep going on about when can I have this hollow thingy, or we should move to a bigger house, and I'm desperately trying to hold it together. Are you facing unemployment, Dr. Hughes? Future-proof. That's what we told ourselves at graduation. Sure, robots will replace all kinds of jobs, but never surgery. And certainly never plastic surgery, and yet... Despite the swelling demand after functional body mods were released, we're now redundant. You're facing bankruptcy. Everything I've worked for, the years of med school, my kids, Brooklyn going to college, poof. All gone. How many individuals do you employ? Try to stay ahead of it, the bot overhaul. Okay, yeah. Everybody else knew better. Yeah, which are human and which are android? Can't afford to... Okay, Soon! So he's facing bankruptcy. It sounds like that's all of that. Limb reconstruction, or limb replacement. Ooh, there's a lot actually. Recently Or repaid large debts and businesses failing. Don't know if he's committed a crime yet. He doesn't seem like he's displayed any kind of hysteria, narcissism, delusion, psychosis, depression, etc. As of yet. So, frankly, Kronos is keen to begin working with you. You were top of the list for this position. Oh wow, thanks. But I get it, you guys only take the best. I just feel sorry for you having to work with inferior talent. I'm not going to mention that it's an interrogation just yet. Android modifications. Oh my god. Do you have experience modifying Kronos robotics? Androids? Not only androids, I started out on humans and worked my way up. The two are surprisingly similar. Do we need to talk about that now? I mean, you did do your research before calling me in, right? Yes. We just want to know more. How did you obtain your Kronos maintenance certification? A few years back I saw which way the wind was blowing. I did a course at a Kronos store downtown. Cost a lot, but it opened doors. Looking back now, though, I worry it might have been a little too late. Please provide more specific examples of your experience with Android upgrades and maintenance. I certainly think my work on humans counts towards demonstrating my skills. It's all basically the same anyway, let's go. Okay, yeah. Working with androids. So memory work, that's the best. Ooh. Okay, we've already been over this then. You clearly love this work. You know, I really do. I get to help people and I get to express my creative juices. You know, I think of myself as an artist more than a doctor. According to Kronos' Android rental agreement, technicians may not perform software or hardware modifications of any kind. Sure, but that's just liability, right? No one actually cares. Besides, you gotta make some waves in the industry to keep progress. Surely you can overlook some of the unsavory details for the luxury of having me on board, right? Ooh, I'm not gonna say that just yet. I want this. But I still don't think he fears enough. Instead of saying that, I'll just... You do memory work as well? Those skills are in high demand. What else have you done? I told you I can do it all. Anything you need. And if I'm not already an expert, I'm a damp hand at boning up on stuff the night before. Care to elaborate? Yeah. Care to elaborate? I think we can drop the act, right? There's a time for humility, but an interview isn't it. So obviously I can do any aesthetic modification and repair, no problem. Memory augmentations or alterations are easy enough to do, easy enough as well, though most people shy away from the price tag and the long wait time. In the worst cases where a bot gets really beat up, I've got some suppliers for third-party hardware. You install third-party hardware in Kronos products? Well yeah. People pay good money to have their androids fixed, and Kronos is notoriously slow and expensive. Why wouldn't people come to me instead? Is it now time to say this? Breaching the Kronos rental contract is a crime. No, come on, everyone does it. Why are you dragging me in here complaining about it? Have you got it out for me? Well, I don't, but the bot does. Thank you once again for agreeing to this consult, Dr. Hughes. It's my pleasure. What took you so long, though? I don't want to say this, because I know that's probably when shit's gonna go awry. Shakira Barbara. Are you aware Shakira Barbara is an android? What? No, you're kidding. Oh, wow. You were not kidding. I had no idea. Me employing an android? Well, she's out on her ass tomorrow, I'll tell you. Oh, he's a bit more fearful. Maybe now I can get through to this. Oh, he's even more fearful now. Oh, now he's angry. That's it. The part-time assistant. That's Shakira Barber, is it not? It is. How did you know that? She's just my assistant. What's the big deal? Oh, there we go, we got it. Hooray! Tell me about Shakira Barbara. Barbara, God. She's my secretary. Poor little mouse came to me from out of town. It's the old story. Small town girl who can't catch a break comes to the big city to try and find herself. Honestly, a job was the least I could do. I'm still fearful. I want to see if I can do that again. Oh, I can't now. Oh, never mind. Oh wow. Shakira Barber. So I don't want to do this, but I might as well. I think you knew Shakira was an android and gave her false memories. Alright, I tinkered with her a bit. Maybe it wasn't strictly allowed in her Kronos contract. But you want the lady from the welfare department? She's the one who dumped her on me and insisted I give her a frickin' job. Oh, it's all about Amy, I think. Unknown contact. It's not unknown, it's Amy. We know this. Is the subject currently experiencing emotional distress? Subject is having an affair. He does not lack confidence. I would say, if anything, it would be within family are strained. I don't know for sure. Theft, tax evasion, breach contracts. Yep. Do I now? I'm tempted to say this now. No, because he might tell me stuff if I don't let him know. So, are you undergoing financial difficulties? Okay, I can't keep this up anymore. My business is fucked, okay? This time next year, I have no idea what we'll do. Does your family have a history of mental illness? Yeah, sure. You gotta cover your asses, I know all about that. I never know where the next lawsuit's gonna come from, am I right? Now let me think. Well, my father was always pretty anxious, but I don't think it was ever diagnosed. Other than that, there's nothing to tell. Do you or your immediate family require any prescribed medications? Now hold on a second. Asking about a history of mental health is one thing, but this? What are you playing at? At Kronos, even consultants require security clearance. These are standard questions, Dr. Hughes. I'm just reading off the form. Still seems like a weird thing to ask. Well, let's get through this red tape so we can get to the good stuff, okay? I don't need any meds, but I do take... Oh. The benzodiazepine? Pine? From time to time? For my nerves. You said you take... that drug? Yeah, I mean, it's no big deal. Me and the wife are both stressed, things are tough. We take it to unwind. Is that prescribed by a doctor? Yes. Yes, it is. I understand the need to find peace for yourself in a vicious world. Yeah, you get it. You see what I'm going through? Have you ever committed a crime? Is he not going to get very suspicious? No. No, of course not. Never. Kronos wants your head on a spike, but I can help you know. You have admitted to committing a crime, Dr. Hughes. You're in financial straits due to your son's debts. Yeah, business wasn't great, but we were getting by. And then he had to do something stupid. And the worst thing is, I don't know when he'll do it again. He's gonna bail his ass out of jail when I'm locked up in there with him, huh? Ooh. Right, I just need to quickly go do something. And I should be back in like a minute or two. So I'm just going to pause the recording and be back shortly. Okay. Goddamn, this guy's very fearful and very sad. So I'm not going to say that Kronos wants his head on a spike. You've admitted to committing a crime, Dr. Hughes. I'm ruined. That's it. My god, and I thought this was a consulting gig. Oh, this is good. This is supposed to solve everything. And instead it's going to bury me. What's this? He may be prepared to confess. Committed crimes. Something isn't adding up here. This This isn't really about a consult. Why am I really here? No, 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 no. Where the hell was it? No, wait, where'd that go? I wanted to mention that it's an interrogation. Work? No. I need to know everyone you've worked with. Of course, I'll tell you everything. I'd have to look up the patient files to get you the owners' names. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. What are the names of the people who organise the network? I never met them, never knew any names. I only know that they're from the social welfare department. Paid me good money just to give me a contact info to any androids I worked on. I have a feeling this is that Amy. Tell me you told me the truth. What services have you performed on grown-as androids? You're right. It's time. I've been scrambling for so long trying to keep everything from falling apart. I can't do it anymore. I'm ready to talk. Tell me everything. Is it Bernard or Bernard? Don't think it really matters. Alright, okay. A while back, some woman from the welfare department came to me. Brought a kid with her. Said he needed to disappear. Parents were monsters, allegedly, but totally untouchable. The kicker? The kid was a bot. Normally I wouldn't touch that, but she waved a load of cash under my nose and... What happened then? I laundered the bot, wiped it clean. After that, the welfare worker took it back and I never heard about it again. She brought another bot next month, and the next. Frankly, I didn't understand why she cared about giving them new faces, new memories, but she paid well. Plus, I'd broken the law already, so she had leverage. Not to mention I was desperate for money. Sometimes she even pays me to give them a leg up, while they get their start. The welfare lady convinced me to hire this new secretary, so she'd have a bona fide job. Said it was necessary if Shakira's new life was going to work out. Didn't care too much since I wasn't the one paying her. I got a free intern, but I should have known it would bite me in the ass. How many androids have you laundered? I lost count. 40? 50? That's the whole story. Where they came from, where they go, that's a mystery to me. So, I guess I'm done. I'm finished. There's no way I can just go back to my practice with that in your report. Jesus Christ, what the hell have I gotten into? It's unknown contact, but it's Amy! I know it's Amy! That's the worst part, is I know it's Amy! Son of a bitch. Cronus wants your head on a spike, but I can help you. What? Jesus, what have I gotten into? I don't want any part of this. Your future's in my hands. I need you to trust me, Bernard. Trust you? Okay, okay. Let's just calm down for a sec. Alright, I trust you, if you can get me out of this mess. I'll answer whatever you need, just make sure my family's safe. I don't like this. I don't want to say this, but I don't have a choice. Can I ask about all these? When did you last feel truly shocked? I don't know, friend. Perhaps being invited to what I assumed was a job interview only to discover you're taking the thumb screws to me. Disgusted? No, you have no idea the faces I see every day. Frankly, I think my work should be state-sponsored. I'm doing a public service making these people presentable. I mean, I'm not feeling great now. Please answer the question, when did you last feel sad? Jeez, I mean, my son was nearly arrested recently. That was a barrel of laughs. Tyler's a good kid, I'd do anything for him, but he drives me crazy. Lose your temper. I was so angry when it happened, but it's actually a funny story. I'll tell you all about it later. Short version, I got this bot, but just couldn't do anything right. From the very start, couldn't clean the place right, ruined for cooking, total disaster. The family dubbed it Failbot. Well, enough was enough. So I stuffed him back into the crate. Oh, he came in and nailed it shut. It took a few days for your boys to come and get him, but he had plenty of time to think about what he'd done. Feel afraid. You know, they think trailblazers feel no fear. Leaders, generals, presidents, doctors. But that's not true. You know what true courage is? True leadership? Feeling the fear and doing it anyway. So, well, let me see. Last time I was afraid. You know, it's not easy when you're the son of a doctor. A lot of expectations. I used to lie awake worrying I wasn't going to make it. Still do. Safe and happy? Who cares about that? I'll tell you what puts me on top of the world. Every day people walk into my office, these miserable creatures, they've gone through life never knowing what it's like to be noticed. I give them that gift. They leave my office a new person. There's nothing better than helping make the world a prettier place, but getting paid is pretty good too. What, you think I'm gonna say you? You got a lot to learn about humans, pal. But I guess I trust people when they seem on the level. When they show me respect. Or when they get what I'm going through. That too. Ooh, there we go. Tell me more about the personal android you was unhappy with. We couldn't get anything right. Dinner, burned. Shirts, folded all wrong. The car, totaled. Okay, so not totaled exactly, but it brought it back with a dent in it. We just gave it simple tasks. Cleaning, shopping, laundry, and every time it did something wrong. It couldn't even stay quiet when I nailed it back inside its crate. A disaster.